Hi, how are you today? Coach Tina here. It's April. That's such a good month, isn't it? Spring is near and all the new growth is around us. To me, I find it really inspiring. And so, my question today is, what is your plan for growth this spring? Do you have one? Or are you stuck, not making progress, have no momentum, or you're just plugging along and not really getting anywhere? It happens, right? My new group honors people just like you, um, where you are right now and where you're going and how hard you're trying to get there. And the best part is, members of my group can receive a free discovery call. I help you get clear on your plan. You see, if you're going from point A to point B, there's a lot of details there, right? And the first step to go from A to B is to figure out how you're going to get there. Now, some people just start walking and it takes a while and it's a journey, right? Other people choose a different mode of transportation. And I kind of feel like, like if you had your pilot's license, if you were highly skilled, you could just fly to the destination all as well. That's the easiest route. But if you need to drive, you've got to have a car. And I kind of feel like mastermind.com is the vehicle. Like Dean gave us a car, or maybe we paid for a car, but we have our vehicle that's going to get us to the destination. Because most of us on here have that desire that we're into mastermind. We know we're knowledge brokers. We have this great information in our head and we want to get it out to the world. But how do we get to point B? How do we get to that place, that future moment where we know that we've put our stuff out there and it's being well received, right? It doesn't matter if you write a book and no one ever looks at it. We're going to write this course. We want people to participate in it and learn from our information. So we've got to follow the steps correctly. Well, if we keep going with our car analogy, we have to make sure that we're driving the car, that we're not sitting in the passenger seat, because we all know what that's like, right? Like we're not going to get anywhere. We're at the whim of somebody else. So first we've got to get in the driver's seat. Then what do we need? Well, hopefully we've got a tank full of fuel. And in my little metaphor here, that's related to us having gas. We have to have our mental to have our energy high so that we can move forward. And that's something that everybody has to do on their own. They've got to prime or do things that really ramp up their state, and the mental work has to be there. Then we need a key. So we're going to turn the key and get things started. And for most of us, that's an idea or it's our course. Like we know that we've got all this information, we're going to put it together in a certain way. That's our initial momentum factor. Then we need to put our foot on the gas, right? So that means we need to take action to move the car forward. And that's going to be a little bit different for each person, but there's a lot of things that are the same. That's why we have those lessons in Mastermind that tell us this is what we need to do and so on. But idea of where we're going. I mean, it might be a Sunday drive and we're just, it doesn't matter when we get there, how we get there, whatever. Some of us may be on that route and it's not feeling very fun, right? Or like we're going around the block 10 times. That's not fun either. What we want to do is get to our destination and we want to get there as quickly as possible. And some of us need to stop along the way and ask for directions, because until you have the clear path written in your GPS, right? You got to plug in those coordinates. You can't have the set of instructions that get you where you want to go. And that's kind of my thing, is helping people to figure out those steps and maybe even figure out how to get around the detours that maybe you've put in your own life. And it gets you rolling down the road. And so that's my crazy metaphor for the day. I love you guys, and I'm so pleased to be a part of this group. I can't wait until we can grow together some more, can make a plan for you and see what some next steps are for you. And just comment or message me. You know I'm approachable and ready to help anybody in any way that I can. You guys have a blessed day and happy Easter week, and I will talk to you soon.